Hi everyone! So we've decided to make this video today because both of us have come to a little bit of a crisis, I guess, about what we actually want to do when we graduate. We're in our final year, both doing a master's, and we both have come to the realisation that we don't really know what we want to do when we graduate.
Yeah, it's pretty tragic.
I mean, you've been applying for jobs.
Well, not many.
Not many.
Not very successfully either.
I applied for one job back before Christmas.
Yeah.
And I really need to get on applying for more jobs now. But the problem is, I don't know what I want to do.
Yeah, I don't either. I feel like the whole time when you're growing up, everyone always asks you, like, that's always the question, like, oh, what do you want to do when you're older? What do you want to do when you're older? And I feel like the older you get, the less you actually know.
Yeah, I mean, I spoke
like...
to my dad recently, and he said that he still doesn't know what he wants to do. That gave me a little bit of hope, but also it doesn't make it any easier when it comes to actually trying to find a job, especially with the pandemic ongoing at the minute, and everybody that was trying to get jobs last year is still trying to get jobs this year, especially when it comes to graduate schemes.
Yeah, and there's just a lot less graduate schemes as well, because companies just don't have the money and don't have the time as well, because they've lost like so much of last year. They don't want to waste more time training up someone new, which I do get, like, from a business point of view, but obviously we're like, oh, what do we do now? And we've already delayed the inevitable by doing a master's, and I feel like doing a PhD is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, I mean, a PhD is something that, well, I've certainly seriously considered. I think you were trying to find someone's.
Yeah.
I think it's a nice idea, but also...
What do we do then?
What do you do then? It just kind of delays it a little bit more. And neither of us really want to stay in academia. Like, both of us want to get into industry. Because I think we both enjoy doing... just getting into the working world. So I'm doing an integrated master's. So I did
not a full master's.
Not a full master's. So I did bit of a dig. So I did 2 years of my degree, then I did a placement year, then I came back, did my final year of my degree, and then this year I'm doing an integrated master's, which basically means it's kind of instead of finishing in September like a full master's does, mine finishes like the normal.
You don't really do lectures, you just kind of chill. They just kind of give you a qualification at the end of it.
Just kind of hand it over on a plate, really.
Off you go.
It's like, well done, you attended, kind of thing.
It's like a participation.
Pretty much, yeah. I've got to the end of my master's, and I kind of had a little bit of this feeling once I finished my undergraduate that I wasn't really enjoying doing product design anymore, which is what my degree is in. If you didn't know.
It's unfortunate, really.
Yeah, I mean, I like certain aspects of product design, but at the minute I'm really struggling to know what part of that I want to go into an industry and whether those kinds of jobs even exist. I obviously did the internship at OnePlus, and I really enjoyed like the atmosphere and the marketing kind of side of things.
I mean, I've given you lots of suggestions. I think you should be a landscape designer, because that would be really useful and quite fun.
Yeah.
And you could get to like nosy around nice gardens. Electrician, they always earn quite a lot of money. Always going to need an electrician.
Yeah, it's quite handy, isn't it?
Wedding invites.
Yeah, I could do that. Done a little bit of that on the side.
A bit of like graphic design.
Yeah, but maybe I'll just set up just freelance it, maybe.
Yeah, why not? Honestly, I was going to say something witty, and I can't think of anything witty to say.
It's just sad. It's just sad.
It's so tragic, yeah.
But I thought we thought making this video might be well, I certainly thought making this video would be useful to look back on in the future when we hopefully eventually do get jobs in an area that we want.
It would be nice to look back on our naive little selves when we're actually like established and doing okay. I don't want to jinx it though. I feel like that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like we'll look at this, we'll go somehow and like do a PhD, and we'll look at this in 3 years' time when our PhD is done, and we'll be like, right, so what do we do now?
I think the thing that we've especially been struggling with at the minute is we've seen lots of our friends from back home, or lots of our friends that graduated a couple of years ago now because they didn't do a placement, or their course was 3 years long, or didn't do a master's or whatever. And we're seeing those people now, and they've been working for a year or two now, and now they're starting to, like, so many of our friends now are starting to get houses and stuff. And it just feels so far away from that.
Yeah, I mean...
We're both broke at the minute. We have no money.
Oh, you meant like emotionally?
Yeah, that as well, to be
emotionally,
honest.
financially, spiritually. Yeah, I don't want to come across like jealous, but I am very jealous of people getting houses. I don't think any of my friends have got dogs yet. I think that will be the point where I'll be like, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
Really.
In our spare time, we watch so many videos about house renovations. It's just something that we're really into.
We really don't help ourselves.
And we really don't help ourselves.
I know. I just feel like at the minute, I said this to you the other day, like I feel like everyone is going on to like the next stage in their life, and I feel like we're very stagnant, and I feel like I'm sure there's a lot of people who are in a similar position where they either planned to do a master's or ended up doing a master's because of COVID, like a COVID master's as we're calling them. And there's a lot of people who feel like they're in the same position where all of their kind of friends that either didn't go to uni or did go to uni, did do a master's, are all kind of a bit set, and you're just like the same place you've been for the last kind of 3 years of your life, 4 years of your life, which is it's a kind of depressing way of thinking about it, but it's also kind of true, and like it's so tragic. If anything, we're actually worse off because we've got less money than we had at like first year and second year, and we can't go out and we can't really do anything.
The student life is fun if you can go out and meet with your friends who are also living near you, but nobody is at the minute, and we've got lovely housemates, but I think even they want to have a break from us and see some of their friends as well. So
I think something that's really not spoken about enough as well is like when you're either in your final year or doing a master's or doing a PhD or whatever, how on earth are you meant to balance doing your degree, passing your degree and getting a good grade, and also looking for jobs? Because like applications for jobs take so many hours if you want to do them right, like so many hours, and then you might have to do like 20 of them, you might have to do like 200 of them before you actually finally get accepted into a job, which obviously is way heightened at the minute. But then how on earth are you meant to do that and then still stay on top of all your work, and then also still feed yourself and still clean yourself and still eat and still
survive,
and then still go for a daily walk and still be like spiritually happy and still meditate and still do yoga? Honestly, yeah, and like still find yourself and all of that. Like, how are you meant to do that? There's just not enough hours in the day, and it really annoys me, and I feel like you're constantly just drowning in stuff.
You good? You okay? Did that feel good to get that out though?
A little bit, yeah, but it's just...
One thing that we did yesterday is that we spent some time, we just sat down and we wrote down what we were looking for in a job. I'd say we're quite ambitious in terms of what we want to get out of a job, but at least we kind of have an idea of roughly what we want to, like, long-term get out of the jobs that we're looking for.
I basically want a job that I can enjoy, that I can still have time to dedicate to the dogs, that I can still have money to give the dogs the life they need. Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad goal.
Wants in a job. This is my pitch.
You're putting out a...
this is my pitch. I'm putting it out into the universe. This is what I want from a job. If you think you can give me this, hire me.
You're thinking of doing something in town planning, something sustainability related, obviously because of your degree.
Yes. So I'm, if you don't know, I've got a background in maths and economics degree, and then I'm currently doing a master's in sustainable energy technology. So I'm interested in sustainable energy, but a lot from like a policy and planning point of view.
You don't want to be focused on one project, whatever that is. You want to do
like more like an overarching kind of like a big scheme thing.
Mm-hmm. You said that you want to look at sort of a policy view, like a socio-economic view of when it comes to like sort of planning, whatever it is. You want to move abroad as soon as possible.
Yeah, I want to move abroad, and I want to live somewhere hot so I can buy Birkenstocks and live in my Birkenstocks and go for walks in like the mountains with my Birkenstocks on the dogs. And all the dogs will just follow me. I'll get one of those leads, you know, with like the lead, you know, like the one lead that has all the leads coming off it.
Just one that you wear around your waist, or?
Yeah, and I'll like have one of those bottles I have a hand in, and I'll go for like daily hikes, and my hips will be like swaying. I'll have all my little hiking friends.
So yeah, if anybody knows of any jobs like that, then do let us know. You also said that you want to travel, so whether that's, even if that's just out of the office, you don't want to be stuck in the office all of the time.
Yeah, by travel I mean, I don't mean I want to go to, like, I want to go on holiday every week or anything like that, like, I'm not going to turn down. But I just mean, I don't want to be stuck in an office all the time. Like, my placement, I was stuck in an office all the time. I mean, occasionally I went to shops, but it wasn't particularly exciting.
Yeah.
I want to be able to leave the office and see other people. I think more than a travel point of view, it's more exposure to different people. Do you know what I mean? And like going to sites and talking to people, because that's what I like doing. That's what I think I'm good at.
It can have some maths and analysis, obviously to do with your degree, but you don't want that to be the whole job. You'd
Yeah.
rather do something more sort of overarching than that. Like still have a bit of that, but not just that be your every single day for 8 hours a day or whatever it is.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that take the mick out of me for like liking Excel. And don't get me wrong, love a nice spreadsheet. I do. I love a nice
You
spreadsheet.
absolutely love a nice spreadsheet.
Love a nice spreadsheet. I just don't want that to be my whole life. I don't want to spend my whole life on a computer looking at spreadsheets. Also, my eyesight is appalling from the amount of time I spend on a computer looking at spreadsheets. I don't want it to get any worse.
You don't mind your earnings, but obviously you want some career progression.
Yeah.
So.
And earn enough money to keep the dogs.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Well, that goes without saying. You want to use some people skills and negotiation, that kind of thing, in your day-to-day. You said that you want it to be challenging, so it'll take you outside of your comfort zone, which, again, I guess that's to do with progression.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I get bored very easily doing something that I'm not passionate about, and my passion is in like energy and sustainability. And everyone watching this probably knows me, and they've probably had listened to me rant on about something or another, whether it's recycling, whether it's using more renewable energy, whether it's EVs, all of that kind of stuff. But that's where my passion is, and I want to use those like persuasive skills of talking to people in my job.
Do you want to have the role involving economics and politics, which obviously again feeds into that?
Yeah.
You said that you want to have to be challenged to have creative solutions to problems, which again feeds back into sort of being at the forefront. You said that you want to have lasting change, not just short-term change, and actually making a difference, but not being a teacher. You really don't want to be a teacher.
Yeah, nothing against teachers, I just don't like children. To be fair, most teachers don't either. Then we did the same, but for Adam, and I wrote it all down. So if anyone's listening can offer Adam a job,
please do.
Anywhere in the world, anywhere in the country, we are for sale.
I really don't mind.
Adam said similarly, he doesn't want to be stuck in an office 100% of the time.
Yeah.
I don't think that's something you'd ever like really considered until like placement, because obviously on your placement you're quite fortunate.
Yeah, so on my placement, I was mostly in an office doing day-to-day. I was doing product management. But as part of that, I went out and I met people that were testing products that we were developing, and that actually I enjoyed more than the office work. Like, obviously, you need to do the office work and stuff, because obviously it's just working through the admin and stuff, and I didn't mind that as long as I had the time out of the office. Yeah, I really appreciated that after doing placement.
Okay. Also on the list is pitching ideas and meeting people, and you want a job that allows you to be creative in the traditional sense.
Actually, like doing some kind of design work or something like that.
You don't want to create social media content. That's not great, because you're kind of the social media manager of this channel.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy doing the social media stuff, but I'm very aware there's a lot of roles out there, especially recently, because obviously lots of sort of smaller businesses or even larger businesses, they're all working to sort of increase their social media presence. And I obviously didn't do marketing as a degree or anything.
Do communications, anything like that.
I didn't do communications, and I although I have the skills, it's not what I want to do. I don't just want to be making social media content. So
yeah, it's just not where your passion lies. I think that's fine to admit that. Feeding into the design process in some way.
Yeah, again, that feeds back to what I did in placement. I really enjoyed doing that actually being part of the design process, but not doing like the hardcore engineering or that kind of stuff.
Not
or
sitting
just
on
like
a computer modelling.
Yeah, exactly. Just actually speaking to people that use the product. Yeah, just understanding what like product users really do. Like, I quite enjoy the psychology side of that. I always have done.
Something at the forefront of product development.
Yeah, I don't want to just be working on like making chairs or something. Like,
I don't know, there's some very
there
nice
are some cool chairs, to be fair, but you know what I mean.
Products that advance society.
That again, that feeds into the same thing. I don't just want to be doing stuff that's been done over and over again, just rebranded and slightly modified.
So what would be your dream company to work for, do you think?
I don't know, like Tesla or something. But
Well,
again,
we can't both work at Tesla.
why not?
Because I'd be so against that.
Why?
Unless it's like a separate office.
Yeah, well, Tesla's a massive company. We'd be fine. I could be working in Texas and you could be in California. Simple.
I could be working in Australia, you could be in Texas.
Yeah.
Don't mind pay, some ownership over what you're doing. Overarching view. Potential to move overseas. He wants to go to Ireland. He's dying to go to Ireland. It's overseas.
That's not
The
quite...
Isle of Wight?
Yeah.
The Isle of Man.
yeah, again, that's a little bit too close to home. When I say overseas, I actually mean like Australia.
Gibraltar.
No. Yeah, well, what does that mean then? Go on, say it.
YouTuber.
Well, there we go. YouTuber. So while Megan has her job, I can just keep on doing this YouTube channel, just do all the editing and stuff, and Megan can just kind of come in after she's had a hard day at work and just be the talent for the video.
Okay, great. So I'll go and get like an honest living, and I'll just throw money.
Are you trying to say that everybody that's a YouTuber is not an honest living?
No.
What the heck?
Put words in my mouth. I'd throw money into your career, and then you'd like, I don't know. I just think, what are you going to talk about on your YouTube channel?
It's not my YouTube channel. It's our YouTube channel.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
So
we're 11 videos in, and Megan thinks that this is my channel. I see how it is.
And then the other things, just to get the bigger image of what we want from life. Because not everything's job. We want many doggos and a Cybertruck for the many doggos. Yeah. I think it should be a really practical car.
Well, we need money to buy the Cybertruck. So.
Well, that's why we need the jobs.
Exactly.
You need the jobs to get the money to buy the Cybertruck and the doggos. Well, we're not going to buy the doggos. We'll get dog rescues, but to buy the things for the doggos.
Yeah.
Move abroad, buy Birkenstocks, wear Birkenstocks every day to walk the dogs.
Pretty much.
Do you have anything to add to that?
Not really. I think that'll be it really. Peaked,
yeah. You know when you have like mini version of your house for your dog?
Yeah.
Like, I won't be keeping the dogs outside, but just like when they're outside chilling, I'd like them to have like a mini version of the house. How cute would that be?
I love that. So yeah, that's our current crisis. We've been thinking about this a lot recently, and we thought it was important to document it. And
yeah, I don't think there's many people like talking about this kind of weird stage in your life where people are having kids, people are buying houses, people are like really settled, and other people are probably gonna have to go home, move back in with their parents and live in their old childhood bedroom, and that's really hard, and that's really kind of hard to balance, and like it's so hard not to compare yourself to everybody else, but it's really important that you can't compare yourself to everybody else, because like I saw a really cute quote the other day actually, and it was about how like we should all be more like waves in the sea, because like they all meet their like kind of crest at different points, and they don't kind of.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that was on Libby's Instagram. Shout out to Libby.
I think one thing that's just really hard, especially because we did placement, is obviously you go and live, like when we lived on placement we had our own apartment and stuff, and we got a little bit of a taste of the working world, and now we're back here in a student house
with no money,
and it seems really with no money, and it seems really difficult to even think about potentially having to move back in with our parents and stuff. Not that we hate our parents, but
no, I'm joking.
Harsh.
Don't hate me, Donna.
But the idea of going back to that after you've had a taste of like the real world is it's really difficult.
I think even this and like living in like a shared house and stuff, this feels like a step back from where we were a placement, and then to go back into our parents' house feels like a step even further back.
It just feels further away from where we want to be.
Yeah.
But
after we'd done kind of like our list of like what we wanted, we were both kind of like, yeah, but we don't know, like I know a bit about my industry, but I don't know what jobs actually exist, and I feel like I might be making up something that doesn't actually exist. So basically, I booked in with a careers advisor. I'm hoping the careers advisor doesn't suggest that I become a careers advisor.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm probably going to book in to talk to a careers advisor. Both of our unis have that service, so hopefully they'll have some useful advice.
Also, I think it's worth saying here, like anybody who's like, not at uni anymore, that's like left a year or so ago, usually you get like 3 years after you've left, you're still like allowed, you're still able to go and talk to your careers advisor. So it's a really kind of useful thing to have, hopefully. I don't know,
yeah, I'm going to say we'll probably do an update video at some point, see how you've got on.
So. Yeah, so I think that's all we wanted to say really. It's a bit of a nothing video, but it's kind of where we're at the minute. We don't really know where we are, we don't really know where we're heading. But that's life, and I think a lot of people feel like that.
Yeah, definitely.
At every point in their life, like you said about your dad and everyone really. Yeah. So yeah, we just wanted to kind of put it out into the universe, what our kind of aims were, and also it's something to kind of, for us to hold ourselves accountable against.
Exactly.
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe below. And then what video should they watch, Adam?
They should watch the video where you try and guess different dog breeds.
The crossbreeds one, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good video.
And it's cute. It's got lots of dogs in it.
Lots of cute dogs.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Thank you for watching. Bye. Right, how are we ending this?
Bye.
No.
Boop.